What's up, everybody? Y'all know what we finna do. We finna load this dog up. And we going back to the woods. Now, I don't have my night vision camera, so I don't know how much footage we're gonna get at night. But I'm probably gonna crash the cabin tonight, so. Anyway, looks like the 24-25 season is here now. Let's get it done. What's up, guys? It's you know who from you know where. No, it's Mark. So, like you didn't know that. So I'm gonna start this video off. I guess you guys are aware of Hurricane Helene, and it has done a lot of damage. They were actually predicting it to swing west, and hit us here in West Tennessee, and it didn't. It stayed to the east and hit our friends in East Tennessee and Western North Carolina exceptionally hard. So, whatever your religious beliefs and preferences are, I ask you to say a prayer or a ritual or whatever you do for the people of North Carolina and East Tennessee, because I got it rough right now, man. My son-in-law is in the Tennessee National Guard, and he is currently headed to East Tennessee. He may be there by now. I'm not sure what time he left this morning, but Tennessee National Guard is really good about stepping up and providing humanitarian disaster relief services, which I'm sure most states are that way. I'm just not familiar with the National Guard in other states. But as well as saying a prayer for the people, that were hit by this, keep the first responders. It's near and dear to my heart. My brothers in arms and sisters. Strike teams have been deployed from all over the United States there to try to help. So, before we get into this video, say a prayer for our National Guardsmen and our first responders and all the people that have been affected. And we're about to turn in this field road that goes back to the cabin. I got Harley in the back. I got my new gear I brought with me, and we're probably going to spend the night. So we're going to do a little cabin life and might do a little coon hunt. We'll see y'all in a little bit. When I get to the cabin, I got to run check some cameras and stuff. It's going to get dark. I got to find some dry wood and stuff, so maybe a few minutes, but we'll be back. So, over the years, as I've done projects around here, I've got a brush pile right there. All of that's treetops and, small trees like where I made my rail. Yeah, you'll see Miss Harley laying over. But, because of Helene, man, everything is soaked. Well, I put this stove in, so I've got a lot of cardboard from all of it. Plus, I ordered those stretchers, and they come, in a big long cardboard box, and they were wrapped in like that packing paper stuff. So we're gonna kill two birds with one stone. We're gonna get a wet condition fire going. We hope. So, question is, do I want to use a ferro rod or do I want to use flint and steel? Because I need to practice. I'm not very good with flint and steel. That's probably what we're going to do. Stand by. I brought my pack. It's a little dark in here. I can't really see. But I take this pack. Remember, this is the one, well, hell, you can't really see it. This little dude right there. That's the one we repacked back, last winter. It's basically my go bag. I could pick that pack up and come out here and survive 24, 48 hours, I reckon. Maybe 72. Don't have any food, but I've got my fire steel. My cooking kit and fire starter and whatnot. Anyway, I think we're gonna open the pack up, see what's floating around in it, and see if we can get a wet weather fire going. I'll show y'all something. This one you practice. So I went through my bag. My fire steel's gone. Don't know where it's at. But got a piece of fat wood, got a ferro rod, and I've got some bellows. So I guess that's what we're gonna do. That's why you should practice. Because when it's gonna go bad, this is how it's gonna go bad. It's gonna be like when you need it. I don't even know if this knife will strike. I'm not worried about a lot, because I've got a really good dry tinder bundle. You know, Hurricane Helene is a good example of why you need to know these skills. Finally. So, let's talk about what we did right and what we did wrong. I have no explanation for why my char cloth wasn't catching. But still in a good spark. Had a good base. So I had it on cardboard. I don't know. But either way, wet weather fire. Wasn't ideal. Wasn't even pretty. But it'd stay warm tonight. You know, my little homestead out here was never about survival per se. It did give me a platform and a place to do demonstrations, and you know, I'm by far the best woodsman or outdoorsman, and occasionally I do get comments, you know, oh, you could do this better, you can do a lot of things better, and I don't get to practice nearly as much as I could. Nearly as much as I should. But it's not about being an expert. It's about being able to do it. Do it well, do it every time. I'm not sure what the definition of an expert is, and I don't really care about the title as long as I could survive. Like I said, Hurricane Helene was a good example of that. The people over in North Carolina right now, without electricity, and with no road access. You know, their supplies are having to be brought in by air. I saw some big tire pilots on Facebook said they were looking for a spot because they would be more than happy. They had a group of them that was willing to fly, bring supplies in. I know there's several choppers over there putting in work. So, you know, I say it often in these videos, is practice. Practice, practice, practice. I didn't have to do that the hard way, but we're in damp, soggy conditions, and it's a good time to practice. And I get to show y'all, you know, I make videos, but I would have done it anyway. Practice. You've got to practice. And you practice for times like when you actually need it. you know, I don't focus on bushcraft, and I'm not trying to be on the TV show alone. My thing is, if the weather doesn't cooperate or you lose your way in the woods, you can survive overnight. I don't even remember what he was talking about. I had to jump up. Harley was jumping up on my truck. She's gotten bad about that, and I really try not to use a shock collar. She's been responding really good to tone, but she wasn't. So I had to shock her, and I don't like doing that. But anyway, we're going to get over here and nurse this fire a little bit and get this wood dried out. See, she responded to tone then. Might have been because I shocked the piss out of her a while ago. But we're going to nurse this fire and see if we can get it dried out and get this wood dried out and caught and burning. I got sandwiches for supper. So let's have a fire for the night, I reckon. I'm sorry I lost my train of thought. I got distracted. She climbed up on my running board and I had my window open and she was trying to get in the truck. She's still a puppy. Anyway, we're going to see if we can get this fire built up. So, I got Miss Harley. You see her running around. I had to put the shock collar on her earlier. Actually, Beep is what I use, but it's a Sport Dog 825X. I try to use tone as much as possible. I don't like shocking them. But I got my fire going. I got my my lamps, coal oil lamps, whatever y'all call them. I got them topped off with fuel. Harley! Harley! See, she did really good with the beep that time. I honestly don't care for her jumping on my truck. Other than I don't want my daggum truck scratched up. But got my lamps topped off. I think I got my fire going. That wood's wet, but I kept feeding it kindling and cardboard, and I got a good base down there now. Harley, I was blowing on it to keep it going, but it's doing pretty good now. So I think I'm gonna stay out here tonight. I went ahead and put my canopy up. Really want to add one to this side over here too, but man, it ain't that expensive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5 hooks. I think I have another post, another 2x4. But I think Biggie was gonna come out tonight. But I got here, checked all my cameras, got my lamps refilled. The only thing I didn't do is make my bed, and I didn't unload my cooler. I did unload my new boots. I ain't put them on yet. Still wearing my crappy boots, but I really ain't done much, man. I was there and played on my phone. And honestly, we probably ain't gonna have no cooking. I'm gonna make redneck sushi. Y'all ever made redneck sushi? So, let me tell y'all a story. My best friend and my daughter both eat the crap out of sushi. They love it. Think it's the greatest thing ever. And I've always claimed I didn't like it. And honestly, it's been years and years since I tried it. Taste buds changed. I was like, you know what? To be fair, I'm gonna try it. So there's a little food truck there in town where I work that I really like, and they sell sushi. Well, I should have known better than to get sushi from a food truck, but I did it, and I tried it, and it was terrible. And I love their food. I get their General Tso's chicken. I eat this stuff religiously. And this sushi was absolutely horrible. I let a buddy of mine try it who also claims to love sushi, and he's like, yeah, dude, you got some bad sushi. That stuff wasn't no good. So I went to a place, or an actual sit-down restaurant. My wife and I went to this powwow thing they were having there that weekend, and we went to, after we got done, she came up and met me when I got off work. We went and had a nice Native American cultural celebration, and really enjoyed ourselves, and got done, and we went to this Chinese place. It was like, I'm gonna try actual sushi. Well, I got a Philadelphia roll, and sushi's not for me, man. So we were joking about redneck sushi. Redneck sushi, you take a tortilla and put down some ham, turkey, cheese, and some cream cheese, and roll it up, and you cut it, and, make it like sushi. So it actually sounded good, so that's what I brought with me to eat. Anyway, I'm not a sushi guy. So, sun goes down, I might cut her loose, see if she'll go strike a trail anywhere. But till then, we're still just hanging out. Well, guys, I tried to get you some footage. This is probably blurry. I think my lens is dirty. But this camera does not do good in the dark. But we struck twice and treed twice, so pretty good night. I was gonna stay out here at the cabin, but man, it's still hot. I am soaked. So we're gonna wrap it up. But we're gonna keep doing it. I think I'm gonna dig my other camera out. I've actually got a night vision camera, and or one that'll record in the dark, and see if we can get you on a tree. I may try to upload this video I took on my phone and see if I can get it in here. So anyway, we had a good night, had a good time. Now we headed to the house in the air conditioning. So, oh, it's still muddy back here. So, thanks for joining us. And man, the season's just getting started good. We got a long way to go. We ain't even started dropping steel yet. So, anyway, we'll see you next time.